Got that ginger ale. Man, I ain't get it. Pop y'all wood thick. Yeah, if you don't get yours, I'm gonna make a sandwich out of it. Yo, 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 hit that light coming in. Where you where you tapping in from? Nah, on the live. Yeah, the mail, man, the mail. We getting this thing back rolling, man. Where you tapping in from? Salute, salute. Appreciate the like. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that like button coming in. Who we got on him? Who we got? Let's have real. We all about real conversation, accountability. You know what I'm saying, and anything in between. Anything in between. Anything that dealing with growth and development. As people, as a community. You know what I'm saying, and as brothers and sisters, as all races, shades, and colors. South, South, Big Birmingham. Yeah, we ain't got no comments on it, but whoever it is, like I said, hey, double appreciate that like button, man. Just coming in, hit that like button, man. Checking in with Birmingham, Alabama, man, to the world, to the world. Yeah, we sitting back waiting on. We got us a big storm finna head our way, man. I don't know, like I said, what part of the state you in, but I don't know if y'all already getting it. If y'all not, man, if y'all already getting it, man, y'all be safe. If y'all not, get ready. Cause it's finna hit. I think it's already in Mississippi is at the edge of Alabama. And then the next state and the next state. But I want to put this out here. While I got somebody, well that probably was you. I don't know. But whoever the like was, I wanna have a conversation about relationships. Not just men and our relationship. Friendships is a friendship is a relationship. And we would like for all of them to be quasi good, quasi, you know, you know, decent, having understanding and not being so quick to think negative. It ain't nothing wrong with checking and asking a person, hey, what that was about. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, it's the new saying, man, what type time you on? You know, and that's like, but that's like a negative. You know what I'm saying? And as they said, a lot of the old saying is communication is the key. You know, hey, the communication ain't gonna always come out as you like it, but I'd rather be left with a period than a question mark. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be left with an exclamation point than a question mark. At least I know what's going on. You know, I'm gonna go up here in that front. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but well, yeah, but me and my small family, what we do is build. We try to build and try to, you know, keep everybody, close knitted with understanding always in the picture. Open mind is always in the picture. Don't be quick to jump on your emotions because a lot of times your emotions In this day and time, they don't be right, you know. And sometimes they do be right, but you gotta understand that those are your emotions. Well, you may be hurting, but the next person ain't studying it. The way you care, the next person don't care. So it used to be a time they used to say, man, put yourself in the other person's shoes. You don't want to do that. Because that'll cause you to come out your character. Because it used to be a time where people thought alike. And the sad part is, the cliche to that is today, people do think alike. They dare to think different. They dare to be different. Man, I sit down here and look at these females, man, all shapes and sizes, get wet. From their neck up, they look the same. Uh, 50 years old with baby hairs. It's to the point that where they got the glue on, the tattoos, uh, they draw them on. I thought it was wild when they were cutting off their eyebrows to draw eyebrows on. You know, it just people just so afraid of their natural features. It just ain't enough for them no more. You know, and I always said I'm ugly. I've been saying I'm ugly since.
No, you ain't.
I mean, she gonna say that because she my wife. But you know, put it like that. Before I sit up and think I'm something above somebody else, that's what I'm on. Like I ain't, you know. But it go deeper. That part right there is the surface and the deep part of it. Cause it's so crazy to where you can want more for a person than they want for themselves, and they'll turn on you for one more for them. You can have a person that in your head you thinking you're building up, cause it look like they've been kicked and kicked and kicked throughout life, and you build them up and thinking you building them up as in uh with the aspiration of saying, hey, no matter what I want you to know you got somebody on your side. Yeah, there's somebody that's on their side. They'll leave and go the well. Ain't nobody on their side but for their own own reasons and causes, and leave that person that was there that was just for them standing over there by themselves. But guess what? They said, those who are first will become last, and those who are last will become first. So you just gotta watch who you step on. As they like to say, God love me. God love all of us. God love all of us, man. People just be saying stuff that sound good. Didn't that just sound good when I said that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if you don't mean it in your heart, you just talking. That go back to faith without work. It's dead faith. You could talk all that God, God, God. The most high, the most high, the most high. If you just saying it to sound good, you don't believe in it. If you don't believe in it, you ain't finna move on it because you don't believe in it. So, it's just so many points of issue with society today, man. And they make me more thankful and more thankful of the time period that I was raised in, with a grandmama. You know, Richard sold, I never got to meet my granddaddy, on my mama's side, Uh, but, I can say what I got out of life, was from the teaching, look, listen, and learn. They ain't saying that by talk. You know what I'm saying? And then back in them days, a man was slow to speak. You know what I'm saying? A man was viewed as the thinker or the problem solver or the fixer. Even on down to like, roofing, plumbing or whatever. A man gonna knew how to do it, fix breaks, this, that, and this. Man, you can't even call these little dudes, man. My little brother had a female friend he was dealing with. He had to call me to come fix the change a tire. When I got over there, I had to tell him, man, this car finna fall off this jack. Is the emergency brake on? They don't know we had to. He 28. I knew how to do that when I was 13, helping my grandmama. Tie broke down on the freeway, helping my grandmama. It's just so different, man. It's just so different. And now this just from a man point of view. Anything you want to share?
No, baby, you dead on.
Oh, okay. She don't feel like talking, but yeah. She know what I'm talking about though. She from the era of be a lady being a lady, going outside. Look, I'm just keeping it 1,000. She right there. I ain't saying it because she right there, but I'm saying it because it's true. Man, my old miss would not walk out this house with a bonnet on her head.
Mm-mm.
My old lady, why you want?
My grandma told me that you always go out of the house presentable because you don't know what's gonna happen, what kind of business you gonna have to conduct. You always go out dressed for business.
Okay. Uh, just say, what's the other one? About uh, just say hygiene, a woman's hygiene.
Oh, you better touch that water.
Yeah, touch that water at all time.
You better touch that water. And even then, like my grandma used to make up little bags with soap and a washcloth and an extra pair of panties. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Now, what if you have to do? What if in the middle of the night you have to, feel like you need to go to the emergency room?
You better hit that water before you go. No matter how you feel.
That's just what it was, man. You know, a woman got to be presented in a certain way at all times. The difference between the day and now, we'll say a woman in the daytime come in the room, they don't look to be courted. They scan, it used to be the men scanning the room for the women. You know what I'm saying? And people know how they had to know how to approach a woman, how to you couldn't be like the same. You couldn't be this, be that. Nowadays, the women come in the door approaching. I mean, looking for the man who got the most, who fit the criteria of the rap dude, who look like they got a lot of money. And guess what? They ain't finna make him wait for nothing. He can go in and order a chicken plate. Get what? She didn't got him before she didn't hook them up before the chicken plate got hooked up. Just that fast. It's instant now. You know what I'm saying? The world, it leaves nothing to wonder. It leaves no mystery to a woman no more in this day and time. And these men ain't no different, cause they ain't telling them that ain't what's up. That ain't what's up. And I think coming from the era I come from is because they scared. And they scared. And you got, it ain't just the young dude. You got guys my age running behind these young women that could be their daughter age. See, it was a thing called, when they said jumping out the porch. Jumping out the porch meaning you knew what was off that porch. You know what came with that. You was ready for it. There was a lot of them. They didn't jump off the porch till they was 30 something, 40 something. You know, late 20s. You know what I'm saying? You had to be somebody in my era come off that porch in your teens. By the time I'm real talk, by the time I was 22, 23, man, they were calling me OG. And I was 21, 22, 23. You know what I'm saying? I'm in Unk era now, Unk stage or OG stage, still OG, you know what I'm saying? But I mentor a few little dudes, they call me Big Bro, you know. But in this day and time, if you can get one of their ear, man, I done done it myself and seen the transformation in the few that's out there that's willing to listen, and it be the same thing because they don't have a bond with their parent. You know, they 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 don't talk to, they talk it. And then, even at our time, it was a saying when our time is said, don't do as I do, do as I say. And man, just remember from when I was young, I used to be like, had to come, you know, it was conflicting to me. Like you said, don't smoke cigarette, but you smoke cigarette. But it was a thing called respect. Then it was a thing called just abide by what's being told to you. And another saying that was around, I ain't gonna tell you nothing wrong, or I ain't gonna ask you to do something that I ain't gonna do. But it just lost a lot of the community because it wasn't just you hit this one time like how people do now, with the plan with, like I said, stuff that sound good. Your mama tell you that you reject it, but your homegirl who you go out to the clubs with and dude hunting with said the same thing. Good, they may like, yeah, that's confirmation. But you rejected it when somebody that loved you told you, somebody that loved the fact that you finna take them to the club, or y'all finna go, pee pop on the handstand. You would take it from them, and they don't care nothing about you. They just saying it to make sure you come on and be able to take them to the club or to wherever they need to go. You know what I'm saying? To this dude house or meet up with this dude for nothing but to come back with granny them said nothing but a whip behind. You know. And they just like I said, it's sad because I be seeing little females out here and I be just like, man, she just don't even know her work. I'm talking about got next to nothing on. Next to nothing on. It ain't even spring yet. They already out here with the a whole bunch of nothing on. And think it's cute, man. Like, what you think a dude gonna think when he see you? He ain't gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying? He ain't wanna build no future with you. He gonna wanna build a couple of minutes with you. He gonna wanna put a notch on his belt. He gonna wanna be able to see you later on down. He go and put it all over the book, the gram, the whatever, the TikTok, and as soon as yeah, I did. And and the other sad part about it is a lot of these young women, man, they ain't ashamed. They have no shame, but it was a saying, man, if you ashamed of it, don't do it. But hey, it's a line, man, for it to be drawn of things you just don't do. It just, that just comes with, that just came with, what I'm saying, the essence of a woman. A man will never be able to say, I did this, I did that, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't put certain things on women. Now you can damn near put the whole pile on them. Big Uncle used to call them a pile of a dirt pile. You know what I'm saying? Mud. You know what I'm saying? What crud is white mud? He just have all the type of sayings. You know what I'm saying? Dirt bag. You know what I'm saying? That's a old dirt bag there, man. She ain't about nothing. And it's sad, man. It's sad and it's troublesome. It bothers, it just troubles my soul, my spirit, man. Because I have a daughter and I do my best and have done my best to let her know, anything that resembles or sounds or be spewed to you as love, know what it is. Think about how your daddy, you know, think about how your daddy eat with your brother ate. Man, let your sister, your sister always open the door for your sister. Make sure that your sister respect it when you're around. Don't let nobody do, all that, man. It's just different, man. Even the way homeboys wouldn't talk to their other homeboy's sister. Not saying it didn't happen, but it was a way about it. It was just, it was a, hey, man, sat down and got a okay, run it by 'em. But, I was just running this live for real to see what gonna come through, man. But it is what it is. I take it. I take it for what it is, man. Salute to y'all, man. I'ma get on up out of here, man. But if y'all ain't getting nothing out of it, I apologize. If you got something up out of it, man, you know I done my job. Southern Hospitality, man, the mayor, man. Check back in with y'all. Big Birmingham, Alabama, South South.
Big boy.